know, we played man to man. At times we could go 3 guards, and he and Joe and D could play together. But with the zone, on the backside of the zone, you got to have some size to rebound and compete on the weak side of the board. So, but Jordan, he's growing up, you know, and every game he's understanding his job better and better. I think with freshmen, to me, the toughest thing is for them to understand their job, because their job's different than it was when they were in high school, and your minutes are different. It's just a maturation and adjustment thing. But I think he's coming along fine.
And what you're trying to do offensively, defensively, I mean, if you're breaking down, each position, how important is it for the bigs to be effective?
Well, you know what? If you look at our numbers and our games, it's kind of things have kind of, I don't know, I guess evolved is the right word. I don't know. Sometimes you look at it. We're still an inside-out team, and Otis and Mark and Eric draw a lot of attention. But the reality of it is, in our 5 or 6 in our 5 MAC games, Scott Thomas and D. Brown and Joe have been our biggest offensive contributors. So, you got to kind of adjust. I'm an inside-out coach, and I believe in, hey, we got to get to the free throw line. Our big guys got to get touches. I think their role has changed a little bit because they do draw attention, is that they have to be playmakers. They got to make plays for the guards. They got to make the extra pass. They draw attention. They got to set good screens because really most of our offense has been coming from our perimeter guys. So to answer that, they got basically our bigs got to do their job. They got to defend and rebound and play tough around the basket. But they have to be playmakers. Because they're drawing attention, and that's important. But I think some of the offensive emphasis has kind of changed from the beginning of the year to now. Scott and D, you got to try to get them shots. You got to get them involved.
So is that a change out of necessity, or a change that just kind of happened, or?
Honestly, it's a little bit of both. It's a change that just kind of not really a change. I think these guys, Scott and D, they shown they can score, and we need them to score. But also they've gotten open looks because of Otis and Eric and Mark, because they draw attention. But also on the flip side, somebody got to score the ball for you. And, at this point, Scott, D, and Joe at times have been the guys that put the ball in the basket best for us. But that don't mean we still don't go to Otis and Eric and Mark. But when we go to them, you got to get something in return. But the key to them is getting the ball in positions where they can be effective. That's the whole key. And then once they get it, their key is basically either getting fouled or scoring. And
but it's not necessarily how you would, from your philosophy.
Oh no! I believe, my thing is, you gotta physically, you gotta let people know, you gotta pound them, like legally. You have to play a physical brand of basketball, but that's at every position. And I say inside out because that's the only way you're gonna get to the foul line. And you just can't score by just shooting all perimeter shots. But inside out play is not just feeding the post and then kicking it out. It's dribble penetration. It's offensive rebounding, along with post play. And I don't want Scott Thomas and D. Brown just to shoot threes. And I think that's a part of the evolution of a guy like Scott Thomas. If you look at his stats, he shot 160 shots, and this is total. And 181 of them are threes. That's almost half. But he also has shot 57 free throws. So he's learning how to score. You know, and if you look around in college and in the NBA, if you want to be a scorer, you got to get to the foul line. You know, and that's, you know, the program is different, but any of the best scorers in the NBA, take Carmelo Anthony for instance, shoot over 10 free throws a game. I mean, that's a different game, but it's still this in reality. You can't just stand out there and launch the ball. You got to get to the free throw line, and that's what playing inside out benefits. You know, Otis has taken 68 free throws. He's our leading free throw attempts. You know, he don't shoot them at a high clip percentage-wise, but the fact that he gets people in foul trouble and he gets to the free throw line, you know, it's a good thing. So, you know, playing inside out means a lot of different things. So, but to answer your question, you know, your perimeter guys need to be able to score and make shots. That's big, and we're a better team when D and Scott and Joe are making shots, and whoever, or Jordan and Luke Krause, whoever's on the court, James Gerber. But we still need to play inside out.
You guys good? All right.